Trump chaos has prompted Iran to accelerate its ballistic missile program and spread its tentacles across the Middle East, experts say. The chaos surrounding the Trump presidency has prompted Iran to accelerate its nuke program and spread its tentacles across the Middle East, experts say. Last week, it was revealed that the Islamic Republic increased funding for its ballistic missiles, prompting chants of death to America within its parliament, according to state broadcaster IRIB. An anti-American protest in Tehran, Iran. The country is a longtime foe of what it calls the imperialist United States. A Trump effigy burns in Tehran, Iran on the anniversary of the revolution. The country is stepping up its missile program. The Islamic Republic has been strongly opposed to the West since the revolution in 1978. Anti-Western feeling coupled with a new multi-billion-dollar injection of cash into Iran's missile program could spell disaster. Iran's parliament has approved £200 million worth of funding for its ballistic missile program. Tehran will spend more than £200 million on its rockets capable of carrying nuclear weapons in a reaction to fresh economic sanctions from the United States. U.S.-born international attorney Robert Amsterdam believes the instability within the Trump White House, which is blighted by infighting and the specter of the ongoing Russian investigation, has emboldened the Iranians. Speaking with The Sun Online, Amsterdam, who has worked with a number of world leaders over a 36-year career, said that the current situation in North Korea and growing menace of Iran is a symptom of the chaos surrounding the Trump administration. He said, "We are seeing the world as broken in terms of understanding the algorithm of power right now. There is local opportunism where the Iranians can make trouble, they will make trouble." Anti-American sentiment is rife in religiously conservative Iran. Anti-Trump placards are waved at a West-bashing rally in Tehran, the Iranian capital. Iran's Ayatollah Ali Khamenei looks out through binoculars on an Iranian destroyer. Iran is taking advantage of political chaos in the West to advance its nuke capability. Tehran may have been emboldened by the perceived weakness of the Trump regime, experts say. Where they can weaken the American will or challenge the American power, they're going to do it. Shen Gobadi, a member of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, believes the appeasement of the extremist regime in Tehran by the Obama administration has backfired. He told The Sun Online that Iran will exploit any opportunity to pursue its objectives and any perceived or real division within the U.S. to continue its nefarious conduct at home and abroad. Gobadi added, Tehran took the money from the 2015 nuclear agreement for nefarious conduct in the region in Syria, Yemen and Iraq and used it for its missile program. The regime's means of survival has always been the same: unbridled terror at home, export terror and extremism beyond Iranian borders as a way of deflecting the crisis at home and trying to develop weapons of mass destruction for a guarantee for survival. He added that Iran has its tentacles all over the region. Iran taunts US as it prepares for new missile launch east of Tehran. President Hassan Rouhani pushed through an increase in ballistic missile spending. Iranian lawmakers voted overwhelmingly in favor of the injection of funds into the country's missile program. While President Trump did not scrap the nuclear deal with Iran in July, the New York Times reported that the firebrand Republican is searching for ways to prove the country is violating the terms of the agreement. Signed by President Barack Obama in 2015, the deal eased economic sanctions on Iran in exchange for curbs to Tehran's nuclear program. Tensions between the US and Iran have threatened to boil over since Trump, who branded the nuke agreement the worst deal ever, sensationally won the presidency last November. The new sanctions imposed by the Trump administration relate to Iran's alleged exporting of terrorism. This week, Iran's President Hassan Rouhani warned that the country could pull of the deal and ramp up its nuclear program. On Saturday, the brash billionaire said he believed Iran was not living up to the spirit of the agreement while talking to reporters at his golf club in New Jersey. He added, "They are not in compliance with the agreement, and they certainly are not in the spirit of the agreement in compliance, and I think you'll see some very strong things taking place if they don't get themselves in compliance." A massive flag-burning ceremony in Tehran. The Islamic Republic is deeply suspicious of the U.S. Anti-U.S. demonstrators in Tehran hold up Trump effigies and placards. File picture showing a Sayyad-3 air defense missile at an undisclosed location in Iran on July 22. Iran has poured extra funding into its missile program in reaction to fresh U.S. sanctions. President Trump slams Barack Obama's handling of the Iran deal. Gobadi and Amsterdam both agree that Iran is capitalizing on the power vacuum created by the toppling of Tehran's key enemy in the region, Saddam Hussein. Iran is now pushing ahead with plans to build a land corridor from Tehran to the Syrian port city of Latakia, which will snake through Iraq and give the regime access to the Mediterranean Sea. But Gobadi believes the regime's plans to become an imperial power in the region could be halted by its domestic problems, including huge unemployment and a disaffected youth who led an uprising in 2009. He said, "The change of this regime is in reach, but the change needs to come from the Iranian population, which has shown it's willing to come to the streets. International policy should be holding the regime to account for its conduct. And the rest is up to the Iranian people." Iran will retaliate to U.S. President Trump's new policy on immigration.